Good morning, guys. We already mentioned a lot of different topics about modeling, stunt, acting, and so on. And this video will talk about the extra job. What does extra mean? Yeah. So basically, have main characters, main actors who do the main scene, yeah, and have like a second scene. So it's called usually feature. But for now, I saw even the feature extra, but basically it like doesn't exist in feature extra, but it's like really small roles. But in some countries, so they make such terms. But usually everywhere it's just the main scene and second scene, so like features and the main actors, and everyone else it's an extra, like people on the background. So any scene you see in the TV series, any movies, all of the people around, it's people who do their jobs, they pay for that, not look in the camera, just move in certain directions, so make a certain atmosphere on this scene, yeah, like people in the airport or crowd in a cafe or anywhere else, like maybe on in a club or I don't know, in a war and whatever. So basically extra it people on the background and you cannot see their faces or not. Go to extra job or not, it's up to you, and have a lot of opinions about. Some people probably who work a handyman on a construction come on an extra job, and it's usually pay like €100 or $100 a day, not so much, but it's for some people it's okay. So some people say, oh, it's easy job, you sitting doing nothing, just talking, have free food, whatever, and go home, just make some scenes. And yeah, sometimes it takes just 1-2 hours, they make a necessary shoot and that's it, you go home. But sometimes it's usually 12 hours, and 12 hours you can be standing or walking, be on a hot weather under the sun, or being really cold and you're freezing like for 12 hours. It's very windy or rainy or whatever, so it might be get really tough. And also I heard some people who even come just for a couple hours I don't know, but usually waiting quite a lot until it will be settled lights and everyone ready and actors are ready and whatever. So extra should be prepared before waiting long time. And people who work in office, and sometimes in certain place they cannot find enough extra people for extra background, and they try and find anyone else, and people who never tried before and come from office and so on and say, oh my god, it's so tiring and never ever in my life will not come on anything like that, and so on. And also it depends in some places like in Europe and behavior to people who like agreed to such job. It's like low pay, and usually it's sort of desperate people who come for small money and work somewhere, but behavior is really okay for them, like good condition, like serve them free food and so on, make it transportation if necessary, whatever. But in some places I would say not even in India or China, so behavior to you will be like really low casta, and it will be really disrespectful. So if you agree to come to extra job, like people who just walking on a backstage or so, I think same in Russia. So like everyone look at you probably like on a shit. And it's might be not the best experience you got, but still, if you never try, yeah, go and try it, but depending on what country you are. For example, in the USA, many famous actors is starting from extra and get the small roles and get it more and more famous. And if you know Louis de Funès, for example, he really long time cannot get a role, and I think at 40s or something, but he's a great comedian, for example, and he start from extra as well, and he come and learn. He learned from actors, he look how it works, and as well, actually I've done a lot as well, and for me it was really interesting to see how a lighting teams works and how they settle camera, what lens they use, you know. So each time you come, you're just learning, and you see how they make shoot for TV commercials or films, and what dramatical change can make a lighting and so on. So it might be useful for you. You can pay your time, you can don't mind about the people, like arrogant people who will look in you like from above and so on. Just you can come and learn. You can see how actors work, how they settle the sound and so on. It will be a great experience for you. But for example, in UK, they make it like really separate. So they record your name. So if you agree to extra jobs, they will put you on list only for extra job, and they will never take you for actor, or almost never. They like make it really separate. And if you think you are an actor, okay, you go for casting, wait for your role, work hard, go to a theater, make a reference, increase your experience, work with your accent and so on. But if you agree to be an extra, usually door will be closed for you to be an actor and so on. But also you can be a dancer and a model and so on, so you can try work in a different direction. So in different countries it's a little bit different, and condition is different as well. So check it out. Somewhere you need to go like really far away by your own, with no transportation, will be no food. So, and even they pay you like $100, so it's maybe already $30 left, so it's no point to get there. And also I saw some post online like extra job, but you should be with a good dancing skills. But if you are a dancer, they should pay you like a dancer, or someone with a fighting skills, or who can work with real weapons. But you know, who work with real weapons is a specialist, and they should supposed to get money like for a stunt or so, not like extra. And I seen a post like it will be extra, but can see clear face. If they can see your face, they should pay for it, yeah, because it's like already closer to the feature or second scene or whatever it is. Usually a lot of low-cost production, so its budget might be less, so they can pay you like as an actor like few $100s or so. But if you have an actor license, you're supposed to get like, I remember, like $800 minimum or so, but you still can apply for non-commercial projects or some student projects and work there, build up your portfolio or so on. And can be low budget. For example, I do my own project, I don't make any money on it, so I pay just couple $100 for it. So I can make a deal with some actor, it's fine. Otherwise, an actor, if he work for low money, he can lose his license. Very tricky. And for now, for get a license and more complicated. Before in US was, for get an actor license, you need to be in a cast in 3 movies for get a role, or working actor somewhere in a theater. And in this short period of time, you need to apply very quickly and make your registration. But in UK, you're supposed to be in a 12 cast for get actor association. So you need to make a lot of hard work until you get such registration. And also sometimes I saw a post like people say, okay, it's low cost and we pay you just couple $100 for a role and so on. But usually if it's making TV series or film, everywhere budget is different, still they have a budget. It means someone just cut your money and put in his pocket. Same like TV commercials. For TV commercials, usually budget is really high. Much higher than on a cinema, because it sell products, they make money on it, they spend money on advertisements, they don't care. And if you see like real low budget for it, so probably someone cut it up. And it became really tricky, same in China and Southeast Asia as well. So you need to be careful with agents. Sometimes it can be double agents. One agent passed the job to another one and everyone take a 30%. And plus you pay taxes, so at least you'll get a half money or so, or they can pay you straight just half money, and from that half money they can take a 30% and taxes and so on. And Europe, usually to agency you pay from 5 till 15%, but also you pay about 15% tax. It depends. So different country and different, so you need to check it out the law and try to be smart so people not rob you, because some of the agents are really tricky, cooperate with the casting director and they, okay, so they're supposed to pay, let's say $1,000, okay, let's say pay 500 and let's see who will be agreed. And some people who don't know a budget for different roles, because like for catwalk and modeling and stunt job, it's different budget like from and above. So I try to search more informations and maybe provide you in the next video. And usually in different countries it might be slightly different, but not a huge difference, yeah. Of course, Nollywood and Bollywood, they will pay you less than a Hollywood, but still prices for some local TV series and TV commercials will be dramatically different, yeah. And you know it cannot be like for main role just $1,000 or so. It should be way more. So you can check it out, the market by yourself online now. It's really a lot of information about, and of course like famous actors, they like have really good money for it. For example, some Indian movies, actors have like $30,000 for day and more, and if they have a line it's like at least $1,000 for a word and so if it's like less than $20,000 or $30,000 a day, some of them they don't want to work. It just for instance, basically more or less same in China, yeah. But for small roles they usually pay not much, like $500, $1,000, so on, and it depends. For TV commercials it's more, but it's better to know who is a good agents or good productions and read the feedbacks if they not lie to people, because sometimes have a fake agents and they just not pay you straight, or sometimes they have like get money after the job when it will be released, so it can take like a couple months. They'll pay you like after 2 months when some product like TV commercial or film will be released on the scenes, and after they like pay everyone, so you need to wait. So better if you have a contract. Also, you have a main role, you always can ask for a contract for double check the budget. But if you have like small roles and not the main one, so usually you cannot get it. So it's really difficult for check what the real budget is and they pay you well or not, and try not rob you. So always try to get in the community of people who work in a center place. In certain places, it depends where you are. Like I don't know, you in Europe or Russia or whatever. Just check it out if they're decent with you or not. So what else I can say about the extra job? As for me, it's a great practice with your ego, because we think we are so special, we are so good, how people can think about me like that, how we can say that, and so on, yeah. You practice in meditation hours, just try to make your ego smaller. So on an extra job, it's a perfect way, come and work with your ego. Try to make it smaller. It's really difficult, but you can try it. And additionally, in the UK, they make a really good TV series. It's a comedy. It's called The Extra. So you can look a couple of scenes and you will understand more about. So basically you'll have a pretty clear idea what it is. Work is extra or not, it's still up to you. You can decide it's suitable for you or not. Try, yeah, you can try for sure, at least once. You can see your opinion, but again, different production, different countries, different job, it's everything very different. At least you can get connected with some agents, with some people. If you're in a new place, if you come to a new country or new city, it's a good way for making connections with the people around. And after you will be decide come again or not. But of course, if you want to work as a dancer or stunt or model or actor, of course you need to move forward in your direction for be a good dancer or be a good actor. But anything you do, it's just for see your goal, you know where you're going, just move closer to it and use everything. Is a great tool for you, like everything that can help you get closer to your goal. Also, I know a lot of people, they just travel around and okay, I have a free day, no problem, can come to extra and so on. And some new people, new models, they don't know what the budget is, and usually let's say it should be like $100 or more. And if you change a few locations, they should pay you a bit more for each location. If you change a few costumes, they should pay you a bit more. And if you get like they shoot you close up and your faces can see on a screen, this means they will use it usually you know about later on, so they should pay you at least a double and so on. And mostly in the world it's have some international standards, but it's slightly different in different countries, but still more or less it should be the same. Let's say it should be 12 hours. Yeah, it's take a really long time, like about 12 hours, and including 1 hour break. But most of this time usually you're waiting, but really rare, like all of this time you'll do something like sitting on the background or walking or whatever. And if it's somewhere out town, they'll send you the address or location where you need to come to, or if they provide the transport, usually time it counts from meeting point. Let's say you need to drive 1 or 2 hours to the location, so it's like 2 hours to the location and 2 hours back, it minus 4 hours and 1 hour break, so you have less hours for shoot. Yep. So it's like 6-7 hours you have for shoot. Yeah, and if it's more, they should pay overtime, and it depends how much overtime should pay. And yes, you supposed to know a budget, because some new people came, oh, $40, okay, I'll go for $40, or I'm just a traveler, I have a 3 days, okay, $50, I can go for $50, and so on. And such people, they just put budget down. Same people like, oh, okay, they need the models just for $100. Okay, yeah, I can go. Instead, they pay $100 per hour, not per day. Same for the actors. So some people, they don't know the budget, they don't know the condition, and they agree to any condition and go and just break all of the and they just break everything. And people who work there for years, they're supposed to work for less money and so, and you can imagine how they feel like. Same, it's not only for extra, for actors as well. If you have some job in another city and you're supposed to move to another city, so production should provide you a transfer, and it should be comfortable enough. It should be comfortable bus or minivan, or it's plane, boat, whatever, depends where you're going. And you're supposed to stay not less than 3 stars hotel, or it can be bungalow, guest house or whatever, but not less than 3 stars. It doesn't matter you actor, stunt or model, yeah. But sometimes for actors they can provide a higher class, but it shouldn't be less than 3 stars. So you should not stay in some hostel or I don't know, some like really budget place. Some shootings we shoot in the wild, so we stay like for week time in the tents, but they tell us before we'll stay in the tents, and it's in the wild, it's no hotels around, it's not possible. So of course you sign up for this, and you know you need to make a shoot because it's in the wild and so on. But usually they provide you a decent place, and they should provide you food, and also they provide you per diem. So depends how many days you stay in another city for shoot, they should give you some pocket money, like which supposed to be enough on the 3 meals. For sure I can provide much more information about, but I don't want to make this video endless, so probably it's quite enough, and good luck to everyone.